Gentleman from St. Louis County moves that we adopt the Conference Committee report to the Senate Committee Substitute, to House Committee Substitute, to House Bill 2012. Gentleman from St. Louis County.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 2012 deals with the elected officials, public defender, judiciary, and the General Assembly. Some of the highlights, and the major new decision items and elected officials, $1 million to the Secretary of State for public notice, $128,000 for the Secretary of State for Securities Division, $100,000 for the Secretary of State absentee ballots, military absentee ballots, another $100,000. The Secretary of State Elections Integrity, $79,000 and 2 FTE out of the Surplus Revenue Fund, $53,000 and 1 FTE to the Attorney General for PSTIF double dip litigation. In the Judiciary, of course, we went with the pay increase, the Missouri Citizens Commission salary and adjustment for judges and commissioners. That was $7.2 million increase. $598,000 GR and 14 FTE for the Circuit Court's implementation of House Bill 374 and 434. $337,000 increase in GR and 4 FTE for the Circuit Court's judgeship decision by population. $217,000 GR increase for the Circuit Court's access to the court interpreter services in criminal cases. A $200,000 GR increase to transfer to the Drug Court's Resource Fund, $146,000 to the Judicial Conference in Missouri. In the Public Defender, we added $3.4 million in GR to caseload relief and another $33,000 for the Missouri bar dues. And for the General Assembly, $750,000 GR for the House contingent expense. That was an increase. Same thing with the Senate, $750,000. $250,000 GR and 2 FTE for the Joint Committee on Missouri Health Net, and a $240,000 GR increase for the House to the House for the National Conference of State Legislature dues. There are other items in the bill, but I will answer any questions. And if there are no questions, Mr. Speaker, I renew my motion.
I think one of the important things in this that went to conference was the decision about the judges' pay, and
that's correct.
That being tied to the federal raise, and I think this will keep us out of trouble on that issue.
Yes, lady. It was we had not included it in our budget that we sent over. We had been advised by legal officials on both sides of the aisle that we had standing in not putting it in. Other people disagreed. And we got over to the Senate. They put it in, of course, and we went with the Senate position on it.
Yeah, I was glad to see that. And then for the public defender, the caseload relief, I think that's a department that is really struggling, so I was glad to see that turned over.
I agree with
them.
you, lady. They are behind the 8 ball, behind caseload, so we put some additional money in there and some FTE. So.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, on the bill. Mr. Speaker, we gave some, as the gentleman said, we got some. The bill worked out pretty well for the departments. Nobody expressed any great animosity. It was a good workman-like budget, and I encourage the body to vote for it. Thank you.
The gentleman from St. Louis County moves that we third read and pass the Conference Committee Substitute, for the Senate Committee Substitute, for the House Committee Substitute, for House Bill 2012. All those in favor will vote yes. Any opposed will vote no. Mr. Clerk, please ring the bell and open the board. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To my right and your left.
Mr. Clerk, please close the board and tally the vote. By your vote of 126 yes, 21 noes, 2 presents, you have third read and passed Conference Committee Substitute for Senate Committee Substitute for House Committee Substitute for House Bill 2012.